again. Oh, my voice just died. Well, I thought I would do a quick video on some exercises that I do for my therapy. I've been doing therapy a long time, pretty intensively, and I find it helps. Sometimes it makes things worse at first, but eventually, in the long run, it always is worth it. And so I have these weights. You can just buy them at Walmart. They're not that much. I think there's 2 of them. And they're for your ankle. And they have these little pockets, and each weight's like 0.6 pounds, I think. And all together, I think there's like 10 pounds in all. You can put in both of them or something. And so you can put them on your ankle or hold them in your hand. So I'll put one on my foot right now. There we are. What you can do is just lie on your side. Oops, where'd my foot go? And just pump up and down. And that's really good. I mean, we all like activities we can do while we're lying down. And I found that that's a really good one. Another one that you can do is the same thing. And just bend this foot up and keep this leg straight. I haven't done these in a while with the weights. I can only do a couple. I'll have to build myself back up again and do them without weights. And that's what most people have to do, is you start without the weights, and it's kind of annoying because I was doing them so well with the weights. But that's okay. I'll get there again. That's what you get for having another stroke, like episode being in the hospital, Millie. And then with that one, they're too big for your wrists, but they're great because you can just hold them. And I do this with my right arm. I should be okay. Do a couple. You just pump it. Maybe not. I've been doing all these without weights, and with my other one, you just hold it and going. Just go up and down. And that's really good. Also, you go out to the side with it. Now, if you have Ehlers-Danlos, I know I have hypermobility. I have to be careful. Sometimes even with my stretches, like the other day I was stretching my hip back like this, and I popped my hip out, so I had to twist this way to get it back in. It was so funny. I was like, ah! Didn't dislocate it, but I subluxed it, and see, we had to be careful. And so, you know, never do anything without talking to your doctor first, or your physical therapist. I have tons of these like TheraBands. This is it's like a medium. This is not. I'm like trying to show you guys these things, and I can't even do them myself. But you put it around your knees. You just tie a knot in it, and then you just go out a little bit. Can't really do it, but and then another one is you take a pillow, put it between your knees, and squeeze in. Or have someone just take your knees and have them, you know, so you push in while they're pulling and you push out. You can almost even do it to yourself. It's kind of hard. You kind of need someone. So that's got to be my chore. I need to start. I'm not in physical therapy right now, so I need to be doing all these things, even though I can't really do them with resistance. I'm walking so well. I guess I thought I would. I'm actually walking pretty quickly. I mean, I'm dizzy when I'm doing it. I kind of feel like I'm going to collapse, but I'm okay. I'm definitely moving around all right. Not as well as I was, but I'm happy with where I'm at, considering everything. I really am. I'm grateful for those extra days in the hospital to recover, because it would have been really hard to come home. Not that they, I know I'm really grateful for my couple doctors right now, because you know, they making sure I'm good to go home before I go now. Before I always felt like I just kind of had to leave because they didn't know what to do with me, and even though I wasn't well, they didn't know what to do, so that's all that mattered. My one friend calls those doctors oh, what'd she say? It was so funny. Something about like clearing the beds, the open up the beds doctors. It was funny. She cracked me up. So, but physical therapy I think is so important, because especially if you do have POTS that is hypermobility or Ehlers-Danlos related, if you can't tighten your blood vessels from the inside, which is, because you don't have that collagen connective tissue disorder, so you're not able, your body on the inside isn't doing its job in tightening them. You need to tighten your muscles on the outside so that they can kind of overcompensate and help raise your blood pressure and help stop the blood pooling. Because your heart beating faster is not the answer to the problem, as we all know. So, I find it to be helpful. I also have a TheraBall, which I haven't really used. I also have a really big mat my dad bought me. It's like, it looks like a gymnastics mat. It's got 3 pieces, and that's helpful, because you know how like when you're just if you're in pain and I'm just really bony, and that's nice. You can even just get a yoga mat. I would have been happy with that, but I came home and I was like, holy cow, that's huge. One day from the hospital. It was so nice of him. Oh, trying to think what else I do. Oh, if you have just grab a chair and put your arms back on the chair and make sure they're straight. Don't pop your elbows out. Keep your arms straight. And just pump, like dip down, dip up. Just totally faking this right now on my bed. Or if you're in a wheelchair, you can use your rims. It's not the same action though. It's going to give you a different muscle. It's 2 different exercises. Those are some good ones. I'll go even be on the floor. I'll do like a plank, where you lie down and you just plank out on your elbows. So pretend my other elbow's there, and you push up into a plank. And you can do it on your knees, kind of like when you're in a push-up, but you're on your elbows. And hold it just for a couple seconds, and just do it. Listen to your body, and you'll be surprised at how quickly you can build up. Because you're kind of flat. I found that I know sometimes it's just you can't even, anything that's moving quickly. And then some days I can do, like Emily on your video, we're doing like some rock climbers, mountain climbers or something. And I did a couple of those like a few months ago. I was like, I remember doing those. I wonder if I can do them. And I got kind of dizzy, but it wasn't that bad. I didn't get horribly dizzy. I was like, oh, I can do that. Can't do them anymore, but I'm sure I could soon. Because early in my POTS isn't that bad, pretty well controlled. So, I'm hoping to go back to see Dr. Grubb or his nurse practitioner, Bev, especially with this new diagnosis, because we're not sure now where my POTS, we know my POTS is from the mito, but it's a completely new ball game now. Everything just changed, and we'll see where we all fit in with that. So, that'll be interesting. Okay, well that's some exercises. I wish I could think of more. I know I have tons. I'm sure I'll sign off and be like, oh, I just thought of 6,000 more. I have Theraputty too. You can squeeze it. You can stick your fingers in it. Push out. You can roll it out and then pinch and turn. Next finger. Oops. Pinch and turn. Next finger. Pinch and turn. Or just pinch. If you have some weakness in your hands even. So much you can do. If anyone wants any more exercises, or you have anything specific that you want, just let me know. I might not have them, but if I do, I'll definitely post another video. I have a lot. of exercises that over the past year. A lot of them are just like higher cardio, not even cardio, just maybe higher intensity that I'm not thinking of or not posting because it's not part of my regimen right now, or that I just can't do. Most of us probably can't do. But I know some of you you're doing a lot better. I think that's wonderful. I've been hearing a lot of people saying like it's been like a couple years since diagnosis. I'm finally doing better. I know I heard one person say I was running marathons. I just think that's awesome, and I know that we're all going to get there. And I know that's hard for some of us, like, you know, I know when I learned what my MOTS was from my mito, it's like, well, everyone stops saying, oh, it's going to go away. It's going to get better, and I know it's not now, but I am really grateful for how my POTS is doing, and I know that it's pretty well under control now. I just wish mito could be under control, but I know that there's lots of great people working on cures for that, and you know, like hypoadrenic, am I saying that right? I don't know what your guys' prognosis is as well. I don't know how that goes, but I know like I don't, in adult onsets, I know hard too. I know that's a lot different than, I mean, I thought I was so excited. I was like, I have, you know, hypermobility on, you know, POTS from childhood. This is great, and everything did definitely change, but that's okay. And I know that we can do this, and we can keep pushing through. And I know it's really hard to even think about doing physical therapy. I've just sat and cried about it, and told a couple of times, and like I can't, and my physical therapist can't even come. But most of the time, you just, you know, I just think that it's really important just to do it. And sometimes it gets you in trouble, and I know sometimes it's like, well, but I'm going to the ER after I do physical therapy. Well, that's not good either. So it's hard when you don't have doctors that aren't listening, and they just expect us to be able to do physical therapy. So I'm praying for you guys. I know it's really hard. I know sometimes it doesn't seem reasonable. So you just listen to your body and push it to a good limit, to a fair limit for yourself, and do fun things too. Physical therapy can even just be going out and pushing your wheelchair for half an hour, you know. So I hope you guys are all having a really good weekend. I suppose it's Sunday. I've lost track of the days, and I love you all very, very much. Bye.